Well, they say a broken clock tells the right time twice a day, but I think this one is too broken. But you know what powers it? In all its brokenness? Redstone. Dust. Except not really, it's kind of made of a bunch of other stuff. But this video is about redstone dust. What does it do? Maybe I know, because I've made some redstone videos. You know? So, I'm sharing my knowledge, and here's the dust. So, you can right click it, and it changes. But then, if you put one next to it, it connects to it, changes again. And then if you break it, it changes back to that. Even if you had it as this, it will change back to that, which is actually really annoying. And I just found it out today. So, yeah. Talking of really annoying, we'll carry on with me talking in this video. So, you can power it from the side. So, lever, which will turn it permanently on or off, or a button. And there you go, you can power it from the side of the block it's on as well, I guess. Spoiler alert, that was supposed to be later in the video, but oh well. The button will temporarily do it, whereas the lever will do it for a long time. So, you can also use the side of a block, you know, thanks for ruining that part button. You can do it from above on a block. So, this doesn't work with glass, and some blocks are considered transparent. So if you put it on top of stairs or a slab, that also wouldn't work. But if it's a full block, what's called a solid block, then this will work. So it doesn't work the same way underneath. You can't turn a block on that's like more than a block down underneath. I could put a lever underneath like that, that still works. But yeah, you can't do it like this. You can use a torch underneath as well, because that's kind of the equivalent of having a lever here. It's something that's powering up into the block. So torch will also power in this direction as well. So we can also power it via kind of a block. I don't know, it just spreads through it. If the lever kind of powers the block next to it, as well as itself, so it's powering this redstone through this block. That's also something that can be done. So that's why the one underneath worked as well. And why this one works, because this redstone is kind of like a block touching the bottom of this one. So for actually powering things around it, as you can see, if the redstone is in this mode where it's not kind of aiming in all directions, it won't power this block, but if I right click it so it is, it will power it. So you can power it from the side like this, if it's powered. You can power things underneath. That's kind of looks like the lever is powering it, to be honest. So the block the redstone is on, just like with the lever, it'll power the thing underneath. So we've got a redstone lamp, and a piston will also work as well. So any of these redstone lamps you could replace with pistons. Redstone doesn't power the thing above it, so something above it that's powered will power it. Not something with redstone on top, that doesn't work. Like this won't power it, but if the actual block itself, like this, is powered by like a lever or button, then it will. But the redstone doesn't power the thing above it. And that's true for pistons as well. So there is this weird thing that happens when you put, in Java Edition, when you put a piston diagonally down from a block with a redstone on it. And you can use this a lot in redstone things. So it's called a block update detection. And you'll see why. So if I turn this redstone on, the piston doesn't move. It doesn't go diagonally. But then if I update this piston, like by placing a block next to it, then it does. But then if we turn this off, it stays out. It's really weird. But then if I update it again by breaking this block, it will go back in. So again, it doesn't go out. I update it. So you can actually put a piston above that, and you can kind of power a piston you shouldn't be able to. So if you look, it gets updated by the piston above moving. So they'll move together even though they can't be. And I think this also works if you place it like a block below. So if I put a redstone lamp here, that will get set off by this redstone, so like that. Then if I don't have that there, this piston won't budge. But if I have a lamp there that gets updated when this redstone does, doesn't work with lamps apparently. Does work with pistons though. So this is just showing the directionality again. So if I turn this on, this redstone lamp is turned on by the lever, but none of the other ones are. But if I right click it, so it's aiming in all directions, it'll power all of them. Again, it won't power one above it, but it'll power all of these. And if I right click it again, it won't. So where can it actually go? Because you probably usually see it more in lines going all over the place. So I'll actually go over here. So you see it more like this where there's a line of it. So there are actually rules with that. So as you can see, it will go down and it will go up. It won't go diagonally. So if I turn this on, all of these are powered. It will go up and down. It also goes sideways. They all connect to each other. So this whole like directionality thing, you can't change its direction if there's actually stuff next to it. It will just snap to it. So this includes levers as well. But things like redstone lamps, it doesn't snap to. I think it might snap to pistons. I will check this. No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so we get some interesting things with slabs and glass. As you can see, if we turn this lever on, it goes up as we expect. So like here, it's going up. Here, it will go up. The thing is here, if I power it up here, it'll also go back down. It doesn't care. But if it's on glass or slabs, for some reason, it does care. It won't go down. It only goes up. That's the opposite of most people. Most people are lazy. They only want to go down. But redstone will only go up on glasses and slabs. So as you can see, it'll go up but not down. It's really weird. So like with these redstone lamps, and we've got, this is one thing you can use that for, is you have a slab tower. And these slabs are at the top with redstone on top. And if we power the bottom, it will instantly go up to the top. But if we power the top, nothing happens because it won't go down. It's super weird, but it's super useful in some redstone things. So this one's going to be a bit of a pain to show, but there is this interesting thing with sticky pistons. I probably should have used glass. But if we turn the power off really fast, like breaking the lever, like this, the sticky piston will spit the block out. And this is really weird because normally it does this, even if you like... Oh, I guess you can spam it fast enough to make it chuck it out, but there you go. Normally it will just slide it back and forth, but for some reason, if we send out like a really short pulse to it, it spits the block out. So that's also really useful. Also probably Java Edition only, but that is super useful in redstone things. Also super weird, just because this is buggy. Okay, so we're on the last thing. Hooray. Congrats for watching this video. I guess like and comment. But the last thing is that it will only go 15 blocks. So if we turn this on, then as you can see, 5 blocks away, 10 blocks away. So this is a line of it. And 15. That's from the source. So if you go in a different direction, like this one that goes all over the place, 15 blocks, it will still power things. So if I could add another line of redstone going out here, and it doesn't care about the one here or here, it will still go 15 blocks in that direction. So all it cares about is, are you 15 blocks away in your redstone from where it starts? So it doesn't count going up as a block. So if I go from here to here, although it's going up the side and then on this side, this is still only one block. But this one 15 blocks away is powered, but this 16th block isn't. However, there is a thing called a repeater, which will power it. So the things we're showing today don't care how strong the signal is. So you can see the signal is really dim and the redstone lamp is still just as bright as the first one. So it doesn't care. But if you use a redstone repeater at the end, it will renew the circuit out of nowhere. It's creating energy out of nowhere, just like the levers are. But yeah, you pull a repeater here, it can power redstone through a block, and then this will go another 15 blocks. And then we could also add a repeater on the other side of this block. And, you know, it would go off another 15 blocks, and you can make it go to infinity to your floating house. So these are just the basics of redstone dust. I hope this is useful to you and you can use it in redstone builds. Maybe someday you'll be the one building a broken clock. So if you did find this useful, then post in the comments. If you want to know how to get redstone, that's in my super fast guide I did for this. For some reason, I spent a lot of that one talking about how you get it instead of all this stuff. And the one I'm doing where you get way more time, not talking about how you get it, but it's in that guide, so just watch that guide. It's a minute long, and you'll get that information. And leave a comment if there's anything redstone dusty that I missed. I'll try and do videos on the other redstone stuff, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'll see you in the next one. I've been Died and Died.